it means that I'm on the road. And I don't think I love company, baby. You can't get enough of me. I wait for you to wait for me tonight. Baby, take a hand. I promise we'll be fine. 'Cause baby, I am yours. And baby, you are mine. Okay. But baby, trust me again. And baby, we'll be fine. And now she's walking.
Old saying goes, ain't supposed to chase the man, he's supposed to chase the hoes. Home is supposed to give his ass a place to go. Home is supposed to feed him. If I'm doing all that, tell me why the fuck I need him. That's why I fuck him, then I leave him, have a wonder what it be. Was it him or was it me? That's why I fuck him, then I leave him, have a wonder what it be. Was it him or was it me? Me. Trust, maybe you can't trust me, only wanted the bus. Me off about 3, guess I'm like I'm worse. Then I'm telling if I listen, but I don't. And it feels like a little ass punk, there I go. On my shit, reason why he got my clip.
His game against the Nuggets. Lock in your pick and let's make it happen. And check this out. Prize Pick is giving you $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Just use code 85.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's you toxic with y'all host, the one and only tall, skinny and bony with the beat like homie, Freaky D, aka that motherfucking snacks. But you can have a whole meal if you think you can handle it, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Got the co-host on here, Connie Mack and shit, Camden on. We got CMD up in the building like a motherfucker and shit. What's going on, sis? How you doing today? How you feeling this Sunday?
I'm good, babe. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm shit. I'm about to be feeling good in a minute and shit. I'm glad I got
I
started
know
before
that's
I got
right.
started. So today on today's episode of shit, man, we're gonna keep it real. Everybody know what's going on. So whole it's so much shit to talk about right now, man. You really can't just even pinpoint just one motherfucking thing. There's just so much shit going on, man. But today
Right.
we talking about snack cuts. Because I mean, them days is coming up. The government is still not opened up. You know what I mean? Hopefully tomorrow we got some good news, but it don't look that way, man. We looking at probably a whole complete government shutdown. We don't even know. It could be possibly a reset. A lot of people reset. A lot of people like, what the fuck is that? Y'all gonna see if you ain't up on shit. Real talk. Oh shit, give me 1 second. Y'all gotta get my motherfucking charger. Hold up. My bad, folks. I'm mothering and all other type of shit at the same time. And shit, forgot to charge my shit up. I'm on my laptop, not my desktop today and shit. So I apologize for that. I do truly do. So we're gonna keep it going and shit. Like I said, we cuts and shit. I'm good. I got some charging over here. But we're gonna talk about the snap cuts and shit, you know. And we're gonna correct the narrative because the narrative you would think that, you know, oh, black people about to be all fucked up and this and that and all that. But in the truth reality though, if you look at the stats and shit, like cause people we all got Google now. We can't act like we ain't got Google. We all got Google and we even got
Right.
something that even work faster for you, and that's Chat GPT. It'll scan the whole internet. You know what I mean? News outlets, whatever the fuck is going on, and let you know what's going on right there, just like that, and literally like a split second. So you know what I mean? We don't have no excuse for not gaining the knowledge that it's just out there for us, man. You know what I mean? If you don't know, that's because you ain't in the know. You don't want to fucking know. So if you don't know,
Period.
that's on your ass. And that's just what it is. It's about survival of the fittest, man. You know, fuck snap. You know what I mean? I always work 40 hours, so and I always made good money an hour. So I never qualified for that shit anyway. Not saying I've never had snap before. Of course I've had. I had hard times. We all come across hard times and shit like that. Whereas though it's there for that. I used it for that reason, and it was only temporarily. Real talk. That's something I just never really wanted to be on. Just growing up as a child and having to, you know, just feeling embarrassed going to the store with food stamps and shit like that. But it shouldn't be nothing you should be embarrassed of. But just how people judge you, you know what I
And
mean?
treat you
Because their parents
different.
may have
Yeah.
been, making a little bit of money. Maybe they was middle class and my parents were not. You understand what I'm saying? And shit like that. So, you know, people make you feel like you less than this and that or whatever because paying with food stamps and shit like that. But it is what it is, man. It comes a time of need when you need that shit. And then you have some people that just took advantage of the system. And then you hear a lot of people bashing black women and yeah, what y'all gonna do now? Y'all ain't got no food stamps, y'all can't get no bulls and shit like that. But if you look at the stats show you that, what I mean, it's more white households that receive SNAP benefits than there is any other race in the United States. So if anybody's really getting hit and hurt by this shit or going to be affected the most by it, it's going to be the white people. It's going to be white people, and nothing against white people, but you're just going to stop the narrative of trying to make it a race thing, like all black people lazy and they sit home and just want to fucking and collect shit off the system and shit like that. And
Right.
that's not the truth. It's not the truth. And then if you want to go further, 79%, and you can look this up. You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know what via my research, 79% of people that do receive SNAP benefits are children, the elderly, and Vietnam veterans. Vietnam, the veterans and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, which they should. They should get them with no fucking problem at all. They fought for this fucking country. I mean, I think anybody that fought for this country should have. It shouldn't be no argument about them receiving any type of fucking benefit. They should receive free healthcare, free every fucking thing. Them in their bloodline. Fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? If you fought and put your life on the line for this fucking country, yeah, your whole bloodline should be fucking good.
Right.
You feel me? Say they want don't put a motherfucker like me in charge, cause I'm gonna look out for the people. I'm gonna give some motherfucker with that motherfucker they used to ride through the motherfucker they used to say shit was it Robin Hood or some shit like that? What's
Robin
the
Hood.
Yeah, it was Robin Hood. Yeah, that motherfucker and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, and it's crazy because that Robin Hood app, you can make a lot of money on that app too if you know what you're doing. So, but yeah, man, it's really about like what's the bigger picture behind them cutting food stamps. What's your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think is the bigger goal? Like, what's really happening and what's really the cause behind them cutting food stamps? Particularly at a time whereas people normally celebrate Thanksgiving during the month of November.
Mm. I don't this is a little different because this is something that we basically, I guess, in our generation, we thought we will never see. That's one. This is kind of weird for
I can agree with
it's
that.
kind of weird because food stamps, that whole program was based on feeding, white people. That's what it's
Yeah, from
based
the
on.
rip.
That law was
Yeah, so you
based on
know.
that
So
one.
you, yeah, so you know
Anything that
that's
we
where
get
it came from.
public assistance for, it was basically built around them. Housing,
Yeah,
the food stamps, the
facts.
Medicaid. Now, and I did my own research too. And the crazy thing about it, they changed the working age from 54 to 68. Now, the SNAP program wants you to work. That's even the veterans. Now, if your children are 14 years and older, you have to work. If your children is 14 or younger, you don't. So 13 on down, you don't. It's not a qualification. But if your children is 14, they expect you to get a job for you to get your assistance. At the same time, you need to think about that though. If they give you a job, you know you're going to make less than minimum wage.
Well, yeah, they give you a job. I would advise anybody that's in that predicament, say if they're collecting public assistance, first and foremost, that look, we're just speaking in the assumption that it's going to come back and help save the people who are hoping that it will save them, the government. I hope it don't come back. I hope they shut it down. But I'm saying this. I'm saying this from a certain a different space. So you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? And for a different reason because when you when you comfortable, you're not gonna change. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's
Boom.
comfortable. I'm comfortable, man. Why would I change, man? I could just all I gotta do is not work this many hours if I do want to get a job, make my own little money. Just not work a certain amount of hours. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll still be able to keep a roof over my head and put some food in my motherfucking shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'll hustle throughout the motherfucking month They keep, I mean, they make ends meet and shit like that. And a lot of people been comfortable with that shit and are still comfortable. They content with that. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the people that I'm concerned with. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are the people that's gonna be out here doing all the bullshit when shit hit the fan. Because in their mind, something gonna happen before November the 1st. They gonna open up, and bro, they didn't had it closed before like 35 days. You feel what I'm saying? Then everything else but feeding people. Are you not seeing what's going on around the world? It ain't even just Snap. It's bigger than Snap. You know what I mean? Snap. They probably call it Snap because they probably want to see a motherfucker snap.
It's for a
If they
snap.
don't get they real talk, real
Yo.
talk. So, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. So that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Just think about it though. But just think about it though, like, cause we as Black Americans, we are really doing. We don't give ourselves enough credit. You know what I'm saying? We are really doing better than a lot of people expected us to be doing. Under
Right.
all the oppression, everything that we've been through, even our people before us, and people before them. You know what I'm saying? All the things that we've been through, obstacles, um not being able to get this, not being able to get credit as fast as what I mean our peers. That's what I'm gonna call them. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, you feel what I'm saying? what I mean? Just not being able, just having a disadvantage. You feel what I'm saying? And
But
being the only race to be at a disadvantage because even immigrants can come over to this country and get and have access, better
yeah,
access and faster access to shit that we don't even know if fucking even exists. But
just
because
right.
we're not an immigrant, because we're not an immigrant and we haven't been, uh, 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 we haven't came to this country in the fashion that they have, then we can't get that yet. It's crazy because it's just crazy, man. It's a lot of shit. Like I said, the shit can open up doors to so many different topics, man.
Right.
Because it's right now. I said the other day on the post, I was like, yo, the pot is boiling. The pot is boiling over right now. I just finna stir the pot. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't think nobody's seeing what's going on. Like, you feel what I'm saying? They just got you focusing on this, and if you in the politics, you focusing on that. You focusing on that. If you into this, you focusing on this. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's not one thing that we all just focusing on the people. You got the thing that's going on in Alaska. You see the planes being filled up with
Yeah.
all these people being transported out of there. I feel so bad for them fucking people, man. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. Like we can't control nature, but then you have people in power that are trying to control
So
nature.
nature.
You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And shit like that. So then what's happening there could be a result of what it is these motherfuckers are doing and with the weather manipulation and shit like that. Like I said, man, it's a lot of shit I know. I got a wealth of motherfucking information. This big ass forehead. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real, like you know what I mean? Like for real. But that's the thing, though. Everybody expect us because we look like this not to have knowledge. You understand what I'm
True.
saying? But we obviously know how to do one thing better than any other motherfucker on this planet,
Say it.
and that's how to survive. That's how to survive, yo. We know how
Boom.
to survive, yo. We,
So
we
this
know how
should
to
not
fucking
be an issue.
at all, at all. Don't
Cause
trip.
we
You
need
feel
to.
me?
I think the issue is, like you said, we done got comfortable. We done
Yeah,
got comfortable, and we forgot to channel our God given talents, all the talents that we came with since the ancestors. We could cook, we
yeah,
could do hair, we
yeah.
can
We can do
write, we
everything.
could sing, we could dance,
Yeah,
we could do basketball.
we do
It's
we
nothing
do it
that we
all.
could do,
We
but we
we, we
got
do it all.
comfortable.
Big facts. Big
Got
facts. Big
comfortable.
facts.
You got a channel, I
Big
think,
facts.
like through the whole COVID situation, because I was kind of scared. I'm like, whoa, what is going on around me? Like, you can't go nowhere. The kids ain't in school. You taking money. You giving money. You ain't even asking people for the correct information. You done gave all this money away. I had to channel some talents.
I feel you.
I had
Man,
to
it's crazy, man.
advertise myself. I had to take online courses to learn how to advertise for myself.
Yeah.
Certain things that I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been willing to do before because I have a child. Sometimes I gotta take it on the chin and be like, do it anyway, try it. It's not about you
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, big facts. So what you speaking of is what a lot of people is afraid of, and that's failure. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So even I'm not afraid to fail. Like fuck that shit. I'm gonna
Right.
do this shit regardless. I feel like you know what I mean the little doubt because we all get that little doubt in our mind and shit, and that's what hold a lot of us back and cause the procrastination in us. You feel what I'm saying? Like we procrastinate a lot and shit. So when the motherfucker see a motherfucker, they scrolling on Facebook or they see a motherfucker doing something they doing now, they like, oh shit, now I gotta get on my shit. Like, nah, man,
Right.
get on your shit, yeah, because ain't that time ain't waiting for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Time gonna keep going. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You just wasting time because every moment that you got is precious. You can't get that shit back.
Yep.
It's nothing that you can get a lot of shit back. Excuse me, you can lose money and make that shit right back. You feel what
Right
I'm
back.
saying? Tenfold, tenfold. You feel what I'm saying? But you can lose this motherfucking hour that we about to be on this podcast, and guess what? We'll never get this hour back. We can replay the motherfucker a million times and a million more. But we'll never get that hour back. You know what I'm saying? So time is our most valuable, you know what I mean, asset here on earth, man. And I think people need to take more heed in that instead of sitting around. Even if you did take advantage of the system, you should be good now. You should be
If
good.
you
Oh,
took
if
advantage of the
you should be
system,
good.
I'm going to get close to the camera. You should have some type of degree. You should be going to school. You should turn around and give somebody else the opportunity to put their foot in the door and say to everybody else, come on, I got you. Yet still,
Big fact.
you have got comfortable. You done got, let's say, kind of a big head. You feel like you arrived. We have never arrived.
Yeah, and then there's another thing too. A lot of people think somebody coming to save them, and that's what the government wants. See, the government. I've seen. This is my opinion about the snap shit. Okay. You know, it's. I know it's millions of people that are going to be affected by this shit, and the states don't have the budget to back it up, cover, you know what I mean? Which is why it's funded by the government because supposed to have that money just in case the state run out of money. It's still federally funded, so motherfuckers is good. You know what I'm saying? In each state. Um, motherfucking damn, I kind of lost chain of thought and shit. Real talk. But as far as Snap, what I'm saying as far as Snap, I believe their whole plan is to know, you know, I mean, they know that it doesn't matter if it's white, black, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Once motherfuckers start losing, you know, what I mean, they can't, you know, they don't have a extra source or a hustle or, you know, what I mean, because they say there's a lot of jobs out there, but it's not a lot of jobs that people are qualified for either. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They need that figured out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of jobs out there, but a lot of people don't apply. Don't qualify for that sector. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it's going to be less hustles. You're going to have more people DoorDash and more people Uber. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to take more money out of the people that were already Ubering and DoorDash. It's going to be a ripple effect. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so whatever people are currently doing right now and have been doing to supplement their income. You know what I'm saying? For the ones who couldn't, like, qualify for food stamps or any type of assistance. That's their hustle. Now other people gonna do it. Now it's gonna be
Right.
saturated.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be that much money now. So if you was making $300-400 a week, you only making like 100 now. Or 125 because everybody doing it now. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be a ripple effect. So it ain't just what I mean it's just gonna be the next easiest thing, and that's the next easiest thing to deliver orders. You feel what I'm saying to somebody because don't nobody really want to work, and I don't blame them because shit. If I ain't had to work, I wouldn't want to work then. I want to do no physical labor. I ain't do no physical labor. I'm laying in this bed right now. I'm gonna lay here and this where the fuck I'm gonna be at. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be where I'm at. I'm at where I'm at, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? And I can just make money just pushing some shit on the fucking computer. Like, think about it. We could all just do some shit like that. We would. Don't nobody want to get the fuck up. I don't give a fuck how much you love your trade, how much you love whatever it is you're doing. Your whole drive is because you're making money doing that shit. You would not get the
Right.
fuck up out of your bed, okay, every single fucking day, 6, 3, 4, 5 in the fucking morning, and drive however long you gotta drive to get to this motherfucker, and then do the same thing when you get off that bitch because you love doing it. No, we love motherfucking, we would love to just be able to just live, man. and the American dream turned into the American hustle. Everybody's hustling now. You know what I mean? Everybody has to hustle. Why? Because it's just what it is, man. I don't know if nobody else is feeling the energy, but I feel the energy shift. You feel what I'm saying? I feel the energy shift right now. I feel like this our last shot to being free, cause once people start looting and shit like that, which I seen on a video earlier today too. Um, 63 stores had already been what I mean, robbed. The motherfuckers already went in that shit and did their thing, looted the fuck out of it, and what I mean, and that's in California where it's a sanctuary state, city, state, whatever, you feel what I'm saying? So, y'all motherfuckers, it's crazy over there right now. It's like
It's crazy
Battlefield
over there.
LA.
I
That's
think
probably why they made that movie.
um is California and it's New Jersey.
Yeah.
Next week they got elections.
Yeah, man.
The
Shit
the
crazy.
counties that
Shit.
the counties that he has an issue with are what is it called? I forgot LA County, but I know Camden County, Gloucester County, he had an issue with the voting, so he's sending people in. They know what they
Yeah.
doing. It's a
Yeah, I believe
shame.
that. I believe that too. I believe that too. I mean,
You don't wanna you charging other countries to bring us products that we know we used on the deli. How
yeah,
you how you do that? Now you got
and then you
enemies.
and then he putting tariffs on everywhere. Everybody talking about leaving the country and shit like that. Like a lot of these places ain't even gonna want you over there. They gonna do you dirty when you get there because you an American. And they don't like Trump, so they like you an American. They don't give a fuck if you a Republican or not. You feel what I'm saying?
I
Conservative or
believe that
liberal.
to a certain extent, but I feel like if we were to go back to the other countries, I think the other countries we will be more accepted than we is even here. We see it right now. You got places like Switzerland, it's free healthcare. You got places
Yeah,
like Germany. They don't play you
yeah,
being racist. They don't play that. It's
yeah.
equal living all
So it's
over.
it's Yeah, so they don't want us to know that, and I believe that that's his angle. You feel what I'm saying? As far as
Mhm.
trying to make enemies with all these countries and shit. So therefore we won't be welcome as Americans, because they know if they enslave us first, if we go with everything, then the whole world gonna follow. You feel what I'm saying? Because we the big dogs. You feel what I'm saying? But China and them like, nah, nigga. I seen China talk some shit, but yeah, all right, nigga. Go
I
ahead,
was
man.
not
We got some
playing
shit.
like,
Yeah, look,
huh?
he said we got some shit that'll disappear America, nigga.
And that's how he said it. Like, who
Yeah,
you talking to?
nigga, you know what type of shit we got?
The
Like,
fuck?
so, yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
crazy, man.
oh,
It's crazy. It's crazy and shit, man. You know what I mean? Can't nobody tell me it don't feel like the government might not even open back up. You know what I mean? You got all the federal motherfuckers that's been federal workers that's been laid off, you know what I
yup.
mean, or fired. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's so many people. It's just crazy. You got the banks glitching. You got prices rising. You got jobs vanishing. You know what I mean? It's giving reset vibes to me. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Like, you know what I mean? And when people can't eat, chaos begins. You know what I mean? And when chaos begins, that's when control steps in. You feel what I'm saying? So they banking on us to be on some, you know what I mean, some crazy shit while going out here, wild and shit like that. And you already got the YNs out here bugging.
Yeah, but
So
I
this
think
this, this
the smartest thing we could do is every person of color, Latinos, the low income Caucasian people, you get in your cars, you take a road trip with your children, you pull up to the White House with y'all daggone tablecloths and sit there in front of that motherfucker and tell them we there for dinner with the whole
that
family.
shit feed me. Man, feed me, nigga. The only way we leaving is if you feed me.
Feed
It's
me.
getting too cold for that shit though. It's getting too
Right,
cold for that
that
shit. I'm
part.
trying to
But
Connie Mac, it's
like,
getting
come
too
on.
cold. My ass on the slow side. It's getting too cold, Connie Mac. I ain't ready to go out there and do that shit. I'm sorry, Connie Mac. That ain't gonna happen. Fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But the
That ain't
goal is
happening.
to
I'm
come
speaking for all the
together.
slim. I'm speaking for all the slim and skinny and bony motherfuckers. We ain't doing. Whatever else you want us to do virtually, we with that shit. We with
But
all the
we is
smoke.
not marching with you. It's
Yeah,
cold.
nah, Yeah, it's cold as a motherfucker. And so that's when they impose martial law, surveillance, you know what I mean, and digital IDs. And people ain't I'm surprised people haven't been talking about the digital IDs. It's all part of the same play. You feel what I'm saying? It's all to get us to get into this new world order. This one law, one world order, you know what I mean? And it's like that all across the world. Um and it's crazy on some next level technology type shit, and it's just crazy, man. It's just so much shit going on.
Yes,
It's hard to keep up, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So to
very
me, I
true.
feel like they yeah, to me, I feel like they trying to turn the loss into power. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But on the real, this what I hear y'all. This what I need y'all to hear though. You know what I'm saying? Like losing snap ain't the curse. It's the test. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what
Could
I
you
mean?
make it?
Yeah, can you make it without these fucking food stamps? If
Can
not,
you
come
make
call
it?
us. We'll come save you. You feel what I'm
I don't need
saying?
you to save me, but yeah, most definitely gonna think of a master plan.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because the Most High already gave us everything free: air,
Hmm.
water, sunlight,
Right,
soil. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers just taxed it and made us forget how to live without that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And
mm,
that's the problem right there. You know what I mean?
facts.
We like shit. They made it so it's easier. We ain't gotta wait for it to grow. They already got it at the grocery store. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying? And shit like that. And so at the end of the day, I think like maybe this is, what I mean, the wake up call. To grow,
grow
trade,
your own
build.
vegetables and
You
stuff
know what I
like that.
mean? Yeah, and feed each other again. You feel what I'm saying? We can have our own barter system and all that shit. You know what I
That
mean? You
sounds
grow fruit.
good.
Yeah, you grow fruit, I grow
Yeah,
vegetables. You know what I mean? And we free, you feel what I'm saying? And that way everybody eating and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So on the real y'all, you know what I mean? Whether the government opens back up or the fuck not, don't panic.
don't
Prepare.
panic.
A week. Less than a week. Then you got less than a week. I hope y'all already been prepared. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, you know what I mean? Cause something big is brewing. And when it hits, the ones who pay the ones who pay attention, they're gonna be fine. You feel what I'm saying? The people that's preparing and the ones that's paying attention, the ones that's been paying attention, they're gonna be fine. They just sitting back like ready. You
ready.
know what I'm saying? So, stay aware, stay blessed, and stay you toxic and shit, man. Real talk, man. Cause we're not scared to talk about it on this motherfucking
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, real talk. Um, yeah, I didn't want to keep this podcast too long, but if there's anything that you want to add to, what I mean, the convo for the night, what I mean, you can feel free to.
Two 211 on your phone is a very important number. You can even go to the websites, find out your local food banks, share the information with your neighbor. If your children have neighborhood friends, it's okay once or twice a week to feed the neighbor's kids. All right.
That's right.
We are coming on those times where you're going to have to feed other people, and it might push and come to shove. You might get another family as a roommate. If you're going to
Yeah,
give food to people, don't give nobody nothing that you would take. That's
I
it.
feel you. Yeah, real talk, man. What I mean? Keep your head up and shit, man. What I mean? Stay pushing. Be aware of your surroundings because there's all type of
Yes.
things going on out here, man. Females, be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you're not if you by yourself and shit, make sure you're not walking with your head in your phone and shit and not paying
Right.
attention to who may be watching you. Because motherfuckers is out here plotting, man. Motherfuckers getting paid for organs. Motherfuckers is getting paid for all type of shit, man. Just to traffic you. You know what I mean? So, it's just so much things going on in Bando, a lot of state funding, I mean government funded uh uh shit is getting cut, man. A lot of people are being affected by it, and we have never faced no time like this in my lifetime. I'm 46 years old, so I've never experienced anything like this in my lifetime. So on that note, yeah, get prepared. If you're not prepared, the shit, and stay prepared. It is definitely something. I wouldn't sleep on anything for the simple fact, and this fact alone is that what we seen happen with COVID and how we seen so many of our loved ones and shit and friends and shit just die, like. You know what I mean? Like this is not a better time. I mean, what a better time to be alive. You feel what I'm saying? We all are here for a reason. Play your part. You know
Play
what I
your
mean?
part.
Play your part. Play your part. You feel what I'm saying? If the Most High is within you, as He is within all of us, you know what I mean. I hope the better part of you shows. You know what I mean? While we go through what we're going through right now, because I say we, even though it may not be me personally, it's we when it comes to I got family out here that may not be doing as good as me or as
Right.
others. So it's always a we thing, because at the end of the day, we all family, man. We all family, and it's no shots to white people. It was just percentages that I put out there because it's true. The media narrative is to make it seem like black people are always this and always that and always this on a negative note. And that's not so. That's not so. In this case, if anybody's going to be more affected by the government shutdown and not receiving snaps on November 1st, it's going to be the white homes, the white households, okay, the white people households, okay, not so much as the blacks and the Latinos. And the stats show that. You can look it up for yourself. People research and stop listening to everything that you see and hear on the internet. People
Right.
post a lot of shit just to get a like. They post a lot of shit just to get a like or review or just to get you to stop it. Like I said, it's all about views and shit like that. But be careful the information that you soak in. Make sure you do your own research and shit like that, man. And be kind. You know what I mean? Know that, I mean, you can be just like the motherfucker you so quickly to judge. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know why nobody out here begging for money and shit like that. You should be able to differentiate and tell a fucking fiend from a motherfucker that just done had a bad, you know what I mean? Some bad shit just done happen. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah, so cause some shit just happened, man. I believe we all go through hard times and make us tougher, and I think that anybody that's I mean that's being affected by this, though it's more easier said than done, we gotta push, man. We gotta push. Nothing that I got good came easy. I had to push, man. I had to push, and I see that that's the main reason why a lot of us don't get to where we want to get to in life and shit because we quit. You know what I mean? And we can be right there, right there. You feel what I'm saying? And we'll quit, we'll give up. So, man, stay consistent, whatever it is you're doing. Be consistent with showing love to people. Don't do it with ulterior motives and shit like that. Do that shit, be genuine,
Period.
I know I am. I know I'm going to help whoever I can help. You know what I mean? But if you able body and you can work for me under the table and shit like that, yeah, can connect me, collect from Uncle Sam and shit like that, motherfucker, you gonna work. I ain't giving you shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. You better be lucky I don't take me courage your motherfucking ass and shit. So this shit all over. I was like, nah, this nigga worked for me for 40 hours and 40 days. I was like, fuck this
Uh,
nigga work. Because no, as people out here, I know people personally. They want to work for me under the table, get paid under the table and shit, so that what I mean. They can still receive their benefits and shit like that. And then on top of that, they don't even want to pay taxes. Nah, motherfucker, you paying taxes? I gotta pay taxes. The
you
fuck
gotta
out of
pay
like make it.
taxes too.
I just had to let a nigga know, let a nigga go because of that shit. Like, nigga, you got me like you talking crazy. Like the way that some people think how their mind is wired and shit. It's like what? Like make it make sense, nigga. So I'm paying you to work for me, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
supposed to pay for your taxes because you don't think that you should pay. Man, you don't get the fuck out of here, yo. You lucky I'm paying you under the table. That's
That part.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's a helper. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like, bro, like, so it's just a lot of people feel entitled from my experience and shit like that, and that's because they ain't experienced the pressure, and the pressure come, pressure bust pipes. You feel what I'm saying? And,
They
and the
about to
pressure
feel the
come with in
pressure.
the situation. Yeah, pressure come with a situation like this and shit. Real
Mm-hmm.
talk, man. Yeah, so on that note, man, we're gonna get up out of here and shit, man. Another dope episode of You Toxic and shit. But we talking shit, we trying to say lies, man. Like we ain't even trying to
That
say
part.
lies. We gonna say lies. Now, I mean, I know a lot of people like seeing fighting and drama and shit like that. That'd be the type of shit that they want to see and shit like that. But if you ever fall across this, video and shit, and you like it and shit, make sure you drop a comment, hit that like button, hit that share button and shit, man. It's y'all host, the one and only tall, skinny, and born with it be like homie Freaky Deek, aka that motherfucking snacks, but you can have the whole meal. And my co-host, y'all already know Connie Mack and shit. CMD on, y'all already know CMD in the house, man. We out this motherfucker. Until next time, man. Hey man, stay safe and stay the fuck away from these protests and all that shit, man. Because they calling them hate rallies now. What they call them shits?
Yes.
Hate
Hate
rallies.
rallies.
They call them some shit. Yeah, they call them some. I just was watching some shit. It was like, yeah, because they hating these. They have these hate. They call them some shit hate rallies or some shit. Yeah. So disassociate yourself away from that shit. Let them. Let them. That's their fight. That's their fight. That's their fight. We good. We the 25% that won't get it no more. We got you. Start some GoMe funds, PayPal funds, whatever. We got you. Fuck that
Period.
shit. Y'all gonna eat, man. It is what it is. We ain't about to buck and accept the mark of the beast because we want to eat. Nah, God put food here for me and you. Just
You're
like the
right.
marijuana. You feel what I'm saying? So he ain't put marijuana here for us not to get the munchies and not be able to eat too. So I don't give a fuck, yo. We not know, man. No, I'm saying this is God speaking. This is the Most High speaking through me right now. Y'all must stop fucking playing with me. Y'all must stop playing with me, y'all. So we out of here on that note, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I hope
Yes.
y'all Monday start off dope. I hope y'all week start off positive. Keep it that way. Don't let nobody blow your shit. Not even Donald Trump. We out this bitch. Peace.